I think this is a really interesting example, right? If you wanted to go and buy Pokemon cards back in, say, January, classic millennial here, I'm totally in on it. You could go to like CVS or Shaw's and you could actually buy packs. And now when you try to go, you have to, you're simply not going to get them at a place like Walmart or, again, pharmacies, right? The place you're going to get them is you're going to get them at GameStop. And if you're going to do it, you have to make sure that you talk to the GameStop representatives and ask them, like, okay, when's your delivery? Right? Like, when is that happening? There have been reports of people that will literally, like, mark the car of the person that's delivering Pokemon cards to GameStops and then go basically stalk them and sort of like, it's like that person goes. I read an article where somebody was going to get gas, right? She was like delivering Pokemon cards. She went to go get gas and had to call the police on somebody for essentially assaulting her, trying to get her to just hand over the Pokemon cards in the car. These people are scalpers, right? What they're doing is they're buying up massive quantities of Pokemon cards, then resell. So you're looking at like another secondary market that basically causes greater inflation on this just like creature comfort. And ultimately, in a lot of ways, what it's doing is it's preventing like who's the target audience of Pokemon cards, right? It's like children. It's not even necessarily people like you or I. It's literally kids. Like that's the intended target of the like consumer base. And so I always think about like the parent whose kid just, as you said in that line, like wants that pack of Pokemon cards, and that parent can't even do anything about it because it's now been sort of siphoned off into this secondary market. So even our basic creature comforts are being consumed by this sort of weird hyper commodification that's happening.
Oh yeah, it's a. I could go on a whole thing about Pokemon cards. Don't even get me started. But it is fascinating. It's a fascinating byproduct of just how, the idea of nostalgia, like being a token of investment. Speculative fiction could never have hyped it up. It's very, very interesting and a weird reflection of where we are. And I think a lot of like a good example of like economic anxiety across the board, right? People that are taking their hobbies, I mean, in every category, I think, because so many other card games, you're seeing like their their values go up. How can I commodify basically every part of my life because I'm being strained? A normal full time job is just not going to not be enough to live the full life that my parents and my grandparents had. Now I have to like commodify my hobbies too. My hobbies have to become an investment. Otherwise, they're not, worth my time. But, I still love ripping packs. So